Ben ik gestart met streamen nu? Of niet? Even kijken. Oh, wacht, dit is... Zo... Derby... Alright, here we are. In case you're wondering what type of banger music I have going on in the background, it's Wagner, my favorite opera, Tannhauser. Going to it in Germany in August. I mean, it is August, at the end of August. Really excited for that. Either way, Robjr versus Madaraaaa. I'm of course rooting for Madaraaaa. Huh. Yeah, so I'm rooting for Madaraaaa. He's... Yo, what the fuck's going on with the player avatar? Anyway, I'm rooting for Madaraaaa. Madaraa's the player on my team and the goatest of goats. So I'm like friend, player and the goat, so you know. Gotta be rooting for him. Really excited about his team. Skis Pau D-Knight offense, as he called it himself, so... And I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for Gene Pau, D-Knight plus extra abuser core. That's like, I'm such a sucker for that core. It's such a solid, nice, smooth, pardon me, core. Then you have Flutterman, you know, always nice to have a Flutterman. A Hans, well, everybody needs a Hans. And then a Volcanion. And Volcanion looks pretty good in this game. One thing I do notice though is that he doesn't have removal, Madaraaaa. Unless Scissor has Defog, but I do not assume that's the real set. So, Madaraaaa does not have removal. Robjr has, shit, I forget the name every time, Cleaver. Cleaver sending up Stealth Rocks is really big. He has 3 Stealth Rock weeks, and you don't want to take Stealth Rocks on Flutterman in general. So, by the way, if the music is too loud, let me know. So, that's what you want to be careful of, is if you're Madaraaaa, you don't want to get up, or let Robjr get up rocks, because that will kind of screw you over. Especially if your D-Knight is multi-skill. Maybe the music is too much for a cast. I am very much enjoying it though. Maybe I'll turn it a bit down. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, so that's what you want to be careful of, because rocks can really screw you over here if you're a Madaraaaa. Okay, no, I'm sorry, the music maybe really... I think the music is too much. Which is a shame, because I adore this. This is my favorite music of all time. But no, it doesn't work for casting, I'm afraid, so... I'm afraid we have to do it with this. I'm sorry, I'll edit the description of my stream soon enough with the link to the music. Anyway, Cleaver, straight off the bat. Madaraaaa leading off with Scissor, Gene Pau. Quite logical if you want to get rid of the Cleaver rocks, like, from the get-go. Purely because Gene Pau is faster, and there's not a whole lot else that's faster than Cleaver. I say that, but like, you have Flutterman, right? On the team of Madaraaaa, but Scissor, of course, having Bullet Punch priority will go before it, and it's super effective. The only problem here that Madaraaaa faces is that Iron Hands, like, Gene Pau and Scissor prefer not to be in on Iron Hands. Iron Hands, of course, also having Fake Out, almost guaranteeing that rocks will go up for Robjr. Purely because you Fake Out one thing, Cleaver is most likely Sash, and then you bring it down to Sash, you know, it's problematic. It's also, Gene Pau, if it is sashed, you really do not want to let it get a Fake Out, because then it will get killed by, what's the move that sets up the rocks again? Oh no, you know the move, which I mean, it's like, I think 60 base power or something, but with Cleaver's sharpness it gets boosted to 90 or whatever it is at. It's quite a weak move, but sharpness helps it, like, gain that little extra power it desperately needs. But that will just straight up kill Gene Pau. But it switches out a good protect from Madaraaaa, double protect, best play Madaraaaa could have made, make sure the rocks don't go up, and protect from a possible Fake Out. But he doesn't opt to go for Fake Out, he switches out instead, saving the rocks for a later time, if possible. Scissor is now in like the worst position possible. You don't want to be in on the Iron Hands, and you certainly don't want to be in on the Tran. The only thing I can say here is that for sure Chimpao is quite useful actually for the Cleaver, for the Fluttermane, for the Cresselia, and even maybe Best Collegian if you have chipped it enough, right? Because you don't want to get swept by last respects. If like a Bullet Punch can save you, that would be grand, right? But no, Scizor is a really useful Pokemon here. You don't want to sack it right away. It is... it depends on if it's speed infested and what that Heatran is, but if it's the fastest thing, it can quite freely U-turn out, but I assume it isn't, and I would not try, like, and bank on the fact that it's the fastest thing on the field if I was Madaraaaa. The risk of sacking the Scizor is not enough to justify a little U-turn chip. No, I think this is the right idea, let me know if it's wrong, but, and of course the other thing is, theoretically Scizor could just SD up, and like a Terra or just Terra and do something else. But do you already want to burn your Terra straight off the rip? Like, I don't know if that's, pardon me, what you want to go for. Chimpao switches out for D-Knight, a pretty solid mid-ground and Volcanion. Do we see a Protect from Rob Jr. with a Wild Charge or a Thunder Punch? No, we see Drain Punch in the D-Knight, two very solid switches from Madaraaaa. Nevertheless, Volcanion is in an interesting position now, right? It's good versus the Tran, not so good versus the Hands. You could theoretically, of course, try to burn it with Steam Erupt, making Hands not as big as a threat, but that is a little bit of a gamble, because if you don't burn it, your Volcanion dies, and Volcanion looks pretty decent here. Either way, D-Knight is in, which is quite nice for a possible Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum into the Cress. Oh, just a normal Wisp in the hands. Okay, so this is not AV, this is lefties. Yeah, so Cress will most likely get up Trick Room now, if Rob Jr. desires so, which I assume he does. Although, I'll be honest, Trick Room is not extremely good for Rob Jr., right? It's good, but, like, it's not game winning. I think it's still pretty free for Madaraaaa to Wisp and Stomping Tantrum into the Iron Hand slot. Because you will catch a physical attacker, or you catch Fluttermane who's slower and Trick Room will take a shit ton from Stomping Tantrum. Or you catch the Tran, which will absorb the Will-O-Wisp, but will certainly die to Stomping Tantrum. Either way, oh, a nice clean burn. Very nice. Really saving Madaraaaa on some HP there. So the only thing like that Rob Jr. could do here is Lunar Blessing and protect the hands. Hands for Field Protect, I believe. Yes, it did. Which, like, the obvious play for Rob Jr. is not to protect the hands. And Lunar Bless up with the Cresselia, giving hands that little bit more Netflix and rooting for our guy. Also on the team, but yeah. Iron Hands really wants a little bit extra HP, of course, and especially wants to get rid of that burn, which Lunar Blessing will do. It's quite funny how Lunar Blessing is basically a glorified jungle healing, which was shit, but Lunar Blessing itself is super good. Like, I think that's quite interesting. Either way, I kind of think you could theoretically try to get up a Trick Room if you're Cresselia. That's still a possibility, but I don't think that's a good... Like, I don't know, I do not think that's a good play, per se. And maybe it turns out like right for Rob Jr., but I don't know. You probably, if you're Madaraaaa, want to switch out one of these two. It's probably D-Knight, right? Because it's locked into Stomping Tantrum, you can't do anything versus that Cress. You could send in Fluttermane because it will deal with the hands, but at the same time, if it doesn't protect, this Lunar blesses up and it kills the Fluttermane, you are... that's not good. You are not in a world of trouble or anything, like you can still clutch it out, but that Fluttermane is super useful. Scizor is a nice mid-ground, doesn't opt to go for the, what's it called, Lunar Blessing, and Madaraaaa gets a free kill on the hands, which of course it was quite predictable if Rob Jr. would have protected a Lunar Blast up, so he went for like the unpredictable thing, but Madaraaaa made nice use out of that. Scizor is in on the Cresselia, incredibly nice, this is a good position for Madaraaaa to be in. Yeah, I assume Scizor is... Or not Scizor, sorry. Cleaver is like faster than Volcanion. So, but Volcanion revealed to be lefties with Wisp. So he might also carry Protect. And in that case you could Protect and double PP the Cleaver, denying rocks. If I'm honest, if you are Rob Jr., maybe you want to just... Oh, Scissor also cares protect. No way, Scissor's protecting here, right? You might just want, purely because rocks are super important this game, just target Scissor. Because that's a guaranteed rocks up. Unless it protects, but that would be fucking insane. You're not protecting Scissor here. Unless, like, Madaraaaa makes a gold read on Rob Jr.'s prediction, but I don't know. Cleaver could also very well just go into Full Canyon. Kill the Full Canyon. If it doesn't protect, get up rocks. It does require it to be Sash though, because Scissor will otherwise just probably kill it with BP, depending on the set. So, pretty curious for that. We just know that Scissor is not banded, that's all we know, because Clip Protect. Though most Scissors aren't protect. I know in WU, I believe it used to be quite common. Or not common, but preferred set for Scissor, banded. Let me check on the stream real quick again. There we go. Oh, Jello. The team record, it's 4-3 for us. So 3 for the Specs, 4 for the Kingdras. So if Madaraaaa loses this, we end up in a tie. And if Madaraaaa wins this, we win the week. So there's quite a bit riding on this for both players. Okay, the trend comes in. The hands comes in, trying to take that Stone X as well as possible. With 18%, you can't complain about that. Scissor going off the rip for the SD. That's pretty unfortunate, actually, right? You haven't gotten off any damage on the Cleaver or broken the Sash, which, admittedly, it wouldn't have done a lot on Cleaver, a BP when it Terra Water. But either way, we see the Terra burning up on Rob Jr.'s side. Hans is in a great position, though, being a super turbo, like goober big threat to both Pokemon. Drain Punch in the Tren, T-Punch in the Cleaver, and there are no good switch-ins. Heatran has the best switch-in, of course, with Flutter, but, I mean, you have a Scissor there, you know? So this is a little bit of an interesting choice. Do you want to take a lot of chip on the Tren in order to kill Scissor? Or do you want to preserve your Tren, but let the Scissor at +2 live? Honestly, I think if Madaraaaa has a good Terra on the Scissor, so like not Steel, like Water for example, yes, you want to go for that. Good Fake Out. Brick Break. Oh, barely not killing it, so the Terra was certainly needed. So we see a double Terra Water come out, luckily no burns from Madaraaaa, and Madaraaaa is in a good position. I think the best play for Madaraaaa is probably to BP that Tren. Tren will die to BP, and you catch most other things on it. You could even BP in the Tren and T-Punch in it, but if, like, possibly predicting Basket Legion. With that said, if it, like, protects, then you're kind of fucked. X-Scissor, does that kill? Oh, it certainly kills. So that's a shame, but it did its job. You can't say it didn't, right? It got rid of the Tren, which was quite a big threat, you could say. Either way, the Basket Legion is looking scarier and scarier, but if you can preserve the Chin Pao, I think you are good, actually. Purely with Sucker Punch, and this is most likely Scarf, right? So if you keep your Sucker Punch in the back, you don't sack Chin Pao unnecessary, I think you'll win if you're Madaraaaa. At least that's what I'm rooting for. No, like side. Look at this. Oh yes, no, yes, side. Never mind. Side said like the right thing. You're right. Now, I already told. Oh no, I forgot the name of the host. The host, at least, that there's something up with it. With the score. Either way, both are taking their time. I don't think timer's on. Nope. Timer's not on. They have their all the time they want.
You should follow me on Instagram. Boy.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
There. One of them is, at least one of them is taking their sweet time. Although, I assume it's Rob Jr. because Rob Jr. is in the most difficult position here of the two. I think you probably send in... Flutter is coming out, right? I have the feeling Robjr is sending out Flutter with Best Legion. Probably the best play. Maybe one of them is, by the way, doing cogs. That's why it's taking so long. But no, I think Flutter will come out with Pesk. Qinpao coming in, Pesk in. Is it crazy if I say you might want to hard switch now Qinpao into the Volcanion? Predicting an Aqua Jet to negate Sucker Punch damage. Or not negate Sucker Punch damage, just negate Sucker Punch as a whole. Yeah, I think what Robjr is gonna do is Aqua Jet Qinpao, Dazzling Gleam with Flutter, assuming it specs, because if it specs it should still kill hands. Unless this is AV hands, which I should... Okay, so listen. Madaraaaa sent me the team. He sent me the paste. But I haven't looked at it, like really yet, not like... I haven't remembered the item, so I don't know. I could check. But at the same time, I don't want to check, because then you would see it on stream, and I do not want to give the team away. So, let's assume... I think Madaraaaa likes AV hands. I'm guessing it's AV hands. Okay, do we see a... Oh, we see the Sucker Punch. Oh, no. Not killing hands. Hands is most likely AV. Killing Flutter. Whoa. But don't you... No, you don't lose to Best Legion, I think. Well, I say that, but Psychic goes before T-Punch, and Psychic will kill hands here. Oh, this is a difficult position. I think Madaraaaa might still lose to that fucking Best Legion. Best Legion is such a weird Pokemon. It's so strong late game if you play around. Like, if you get rid of the counters, like, Best Legion will just win you in end game. Even though you played, like, or you were in, like, the down position. By the way, I see people do nice stuff with their stream, like, you know, a little thing here which shows the score and like the logos and like who the fuck did what. I should probably figure that out, but at the same time I really can't be bothered. Again, both taking their time. Yeah, this is difficult. Because you could very well just lose to Cress, killing your hands.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, burn like water.
Sorry. I'm back again. Either way, oh, what happened here? Yo, what the fuck just happened? I did not watch it all. I just saw basically an ally switch and a dead Cresselia. We gotta watch this. Does this mean like Best Legion is not Scarf? Best Legion is in fact not Scarf. Okay, interesting. In that case, I think it should still... Madaraaaa should win, right? He can only kill one Pokemon at a time. Madaraaaa has 3 Pokemon left. You have enough to throw at it, I'd say. Especially if you can possibly... No, I don't think the Wisp will save you from Volk. I think you are... I don't know, it depends. The Best Legion is like surprisingly bulky. So... This is... Like, there's no way Robjr doesn't go for the hands here. Although, this hands is, I think, AV, so it can protect. Ooh, it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary. I really want Madaraaaa to win. I really want to win this week, but you know, a little bit scary this. Damn. Well, let's hope Madaraaaa wins. If he loses, though, I will say one thing. I think Madaraaaa played better, and the best Legion is fucking stupid. I think it's still in WU. I really need to start abusing it a little bit more there. Although, like, it is as good and... No! 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 This is so sad! Now that's depressing. No! Well, Netflix is certainly right. It's more than 0%. No, shut up, Netflix. You're on our side. Don't forget that. It's a low percent to miss a Madaraaaa called really badly hacks. That's plus Robjr skill issue Madaraaaa the goat, stuff goats. So you know that's what really happened. Shh. Either way, yeah. Ooh. Oh no, I think Madaraaaa lost. Although, if I'm really honest, I do not think Steam Erupt would have saved Madaraaaa. I don't know the damage though. I really want, if Robjr kills something, kill D-Knight, because I want to see how much his Steam Erupt does. Although I prefer that Best Legion just, I don't know, last respects itself. That's what I truly would prefer. Yeah. But with that said, as I just said, like the Best Legion F is as good in OOU as it is in Oh no! Oh, never mind. It didn't matter. It was 17%. Well, if Canyon has Protect, he might actually be able to pull it out. I don't know. I say that as if I don't know. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. A 300 base power move. That crit did not matter. Damn. Man, the fish is fucking stupid. This fish is so fucking stupid. No, let me correct it. The fish is not stupid. Last Respects is a stupid move. Although the interesting part is that it isn't actually that good on Houndstone. Maybe it misses like the necessary bulk or typing to live everything. I don't know. But damn, Best Legion really came in close. It's an unfortunate ally switch. Because on the... Oh, that ally switch is unfortunate. I'm quite curious what the item is. Is it Bandit? Is it... what is it? Because it isn't Scarf, it seems. Right, because the Flutter main wasn't Booster. Damn, either way. This week ended in a tie for the King Dress versus the Red Spec Redemption? Yeah, Red Spec Redemption, I think that's the name. But I do want to notice something. Why do all weeks in team tournaments always seem to end up in ties? I've like, I think about, because I've played in a few team tournaments now, that around 80% of all weeks, in my experience, end in ties. Either way, well played to Madaraaaa, also well played to Robjr. Also fun game to cast. It's somewhat of a shame that this is the BO3, just a BO1. I would have loved to see BO3, but yeah,